Today is first day of class. Class for me starts in about 2 or 3 hours or so. I'm going to get lunch with my parents because after this they're going to head back home. And then that'll make Mallory gone, Rocco gone, and my parents gone. Now I'm replacing these 4 people with, Dan, Taylor, Alex, and Nick, but be a different change of pace, different scenery. And before I forget, anyone who was itching to send me mail and noticed that I took my address off of the channel info page, well, now you can go back and look again because now there's my new address for school. So if you send mail to that address, I'll get it, and then I'll have it and stuff. So send me things and I'll open them. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll put them in a pile. We're gonna start with Panera Bread, and then we'll see how class treats me later. I don't even remember what I got.
What is this? Something with turkey.
Turkey and bacon, something. I don't know. It looks pretty good. This here's Italian, something that has several
Why
kinds
does it
of
look
meat.
like we have more food than you?
I don't know.
You eat
I think
that.
mine was more expensive too. Trains. They're gone, and back down to the 4 of us. It looks like my senior year of college has officially begun. Got a class in an hour. Let's do it. Well, that was a class. For those who aren't in the know, all of SCAD classes are 2.5 hours. Some are a little longer, but most are 2.5 hours. So I go in at 2 and I get out at 4:30. The class I had today was Senior 1, and this is going to require a little explanation that I'll try to do as quickly and painlessly as possible. SCAD is on a quarter system. Now most schools are on semesters, 2 semesters a year. SCAD's on a quarter system, so there's 3 quarters a year. There's fall, winter, and spring. There's also summer if you wanted to do 4. If you did that, then you could finish school in 3 years, but it's a lot of school. Now, once you reach your senior year in film and television, or really senior year in any major, you have to do a senior project. For some majors it's 1 quarter, for some it's 2, and for some, like mine, it's 3. This fall quarter, I'm in Senior 1, which is pre-production of a movie. Senior 2 is going to be production, obviously, the actual shooting of the film, and the third will be post-production, editing, getting it ready for distribution, etc., blah, 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 blah. So basically, over the course of 1 entire year, 3 quarters, we're going to be putting together a film. Now, it's not a feature-length film. It's not an hour and a half. Most people do something around 10 to 15 minutes, although I'm pretty sure you can do any length of time. They recommend that you keep it under 10 minutes because that is the maximum time allowed for most film festivals. So if you want to enter into film festivals, which you normally do to win money, you should keep it under 10 minutes. The thing is, we can do largely anything we want. We can do a narrative, like a traditional story. We can also do a documentary. And we can do any of the roles that we want to do. Since I'm an editor, it would make most sense for me to find a group of people who are already making a film and need an editor, and then I can work with those people on that film. If I wanted to, I could write my own original story and find my own actors and, do everything. It would be quite a lot of work and would make an entire year go by really slowly and painfully. Traditional film, in a sense, is not really my forte, I've found. I really like doing shorts, just short stuff that I've put on the internet, and that's kind of what I've enjoyed doing. The vlog doesn't really count in that respect. It's more of the stuff on my main channel. The vlog is something I like to do, which leads me to my next big point. We have to make an artist statement to present on Wednesday. We have to talk about what our ultimate career goals are, and I'm not quite sure what mine are. I know for a fact that I really like online content, online media, and I feel like there's a very good future in that. YouTube's partnership program is not the best example of this, but it is a pretty good example of it. Being able to create content and get paid for it is nothing to laugh about. It doesn't have to be your job, but something to do on the side to make extra money is great, especially if you enjoy doing it, and that's my primary goal in life. And that's what I'm mostly going to put on the artist statement is I love film, I love video, I love doing things like that. It's just, my main goal is not money. The main goal is to be happy. Obviously I want to be able to pay the bills and support my family, but it's really just to be happy, to have a job that I enjoy getting up in the morning and going to do. And if that would be to work at a news station as an editor, that would be fine. As far as going off to Hollywood and doing things like that, that's not really anything that interests me. That's something that a lot of people in my class, and just film majors in general at SCAD, are really interested in, is making huge blockbuster Hollywood movies, but that's not really anything that interests me. With all of that in mind, it's kind of a weird situation because I don't really have anything that I want to work on. It's probably more or less going to be finding a group that I feel like I connect with and who want me as an editor, and then spending the next year working on the film. Where I'm going to mostly come in is the third quarter, which is post. It's pretty much going to be my quarter to shine or do a lot of work, one thing or the other. It's definitely a difficult decision to try and decide what I'm going to do. Now, I am going to be looking for groups to join. However, there may be a chance that I end up doing something myself, and I'm thinking of doing something along the lines of a movie I made called Visiting. You can watch it on my main channel. And it won't be the same in terms of plot, but the type of thing I did with no dialogue, basically letting the pictures tell the story, that's kind of what I'm thinking. For one, I really like that style, but number two, it's also a lot easier and saves me a lot of headache. With that in mind, I'm going to ask you guys, if you haven't already watched Visiting, go over to my channel and watch it, or click here for the annotation, and just watch it. It's only a few minutes long. That's kind of something I'm feeling like doing. Now it doesn't have to be sad and dreary, which is a little what Visiting is. Probably something comedic is something I would maybe think of, but maybe if you have an idea for something, put it in the comments. There's no guarantee I'll use it. There's no guarantee I'll even make my own project, but it's a possibility, and I am going to have to be coming up with some stuff soon because I need to decide what I'm doing pretty quickly. So, wish me luck. This is our first dinner, and it's real chicken. I'm mostly doing this just for the fact that later in the quarter, if we start eating crap again, I want to go back and look and say that we can eat something better than just straight up garbage. Not to mention everyone likes it a lot better than the old chicken sandwiches we were getting, so yeah. 2 thumbs up. Everyone decided to go to Walmart because they needed stuff, and I decided to stay here because I had stuff. I brought a lot of my own snacky food and junk. I got, the infamous, I guess, Ninten pretzels. By the way, Ninten's going to be starting back. This is the only announcement I'm going to make about it. So, Ninten fans, rejoice. Should bring it back next month at the latest. So, yeah, Ninten will be back. Anyway, got plenty of water. There's some fruit and some other stuff in there. And the biggest thing on everybody's plate, because it's relevant to food, is what they're going to eat for lunch, because we take care of dinner as a group. Lunch you fend for yourself. And I have got so many cup of noodles. So many cup of noodles. And also the Easy Mac. Like, this stuff is really gross. I'm not very fond of it, but I eat it because I have to, because I already have it. I'm not going to waste food. But ramen in general, I tend to eat a lot of. Yeah, this is a case. And actually, I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm sure I made an announcement before we came home for the summer that I was eating a lot of ramen. In fact, I recall last quarter, whenever we were still in school, I was eating 2 packs for lunch. And 1 pack is like 2 servings, so I was eating 4 servings of ramen. But, I mean, it's pretty good. It's just really high in sodium and will kill you. But honestly, no, it's fine. I mean, sorta. You get a lot of stuff?
Yeah.
The boys from Troop 3304 returned. What the crap is that? Oh, a hamper. I thought it was another trash can.
One of Alex's bottles broke, so I'm gonna.
Oh, your Jarritos?
Jarritos.
Jarritos?
Which one was it?
Mexican fruit
It
punch?
was one of these actually, so either one.
It's Mexican, so you know it's good. Oh, we got cheese now. That's good.
That ain't your
That's
cheese.
mine.
Oh,
Turd.
Notice how I said that ain't your cheese.
instead of
What
that,
is
the nacho cheese thing. Yeah.
Well, if it's the twisty kind, you can normally actually, with the tightness of your skin, you can just twist it.
Okay,
like you twist
I
it
don't
right
think
now.
It's the twisty kind. You
But-
just use your hand.
Well,
The whole point is
using my hand is it hurts because it's all spiky.
Yeah, why do they make them spiky like that? Is there a reason? Do you know? You seem like you would know.
Probably just because they're flat and they clamp them over the bottle. And
Well, I mean, I mean, it's the way that the applicator just is because it's, you know.
I like plastic bottles.
Please note that this is not alcohol. This is fruit punch, and
This-
it's red. I don't want people to be confused and be like,
No, this is Mexican.
because in case,
fruit
because I know
punch.
our RA watches the vlog, so
I don't think he does.
this is fruit punch. I actually met him today. Did y'all meet him?
Yeah, we met him the other day. Seems nice. His name's Josh.
Does he have a last name?
No. I got one thing left to show today, and it's just what Alex decided to do with his room. Alex set his bed way up, but he doesn't have anything under it, so he could actually like chill down there. But he put a light here, and he can sit in his closet and read books.
I'm relaxing down here. I got my legs stretched out. I got this nice wall to put my back against. Got the reading light. I got 3 rooms in
I don't think it's 3 rooms.
Yes, it is.
You have the room you have under your bed and in a closet.
This is a separate room. See, I'm coming out of my study. Yep. This is my bedroom. That's my office down there with all my files. And then this is my study.
Well, we have.
It works really well, I'm telling you.
Well, sure. I'm not really sure what to think, but it's your room.
Now you're just jealous.